Hello, this is Algebra 2, Unit 3-4. How do we graph polynomial functions? My question is, what are these? What are polynomial functions? Well, I'll give you a polynomial. X to the fourth plus 3x minus 2x plus 5. You're going to be graphing them. Yeah, no more of the simple little HK stuff, but you're going to be really excited. This is like taking a little kid from, kind of walking to running. You guys are going to have a blast with these, and you will feel so smart helping each other. Pause the video, write this down, then I'll explain it. Okay, when we have a polynomial function, verify first that it's in standard form. Focus on this and make sure it goes down in order. So this does. It goes 3, 2. They don't list the 1, but that's 1. And your constant has an x to the 0. So it is going 3, 2, 1 in the powers of your variables. Okay, now I can erase those and put it back how it looked. Okay, now once you've verified that it's in standard form, look at your leading coefficient and variable. Okay, the coefficient's 1. We don't need to worry about it being a negative or anything that way. But you can tell this is an odd function. The lead tells you that it is. So you know that the behavior is a positive odd up to the right and all that. Now I put the other behaviors here in case you haven't really gotten them in the other lessons. If it was even odd, it would be going up in U shape, even negative, down, odd negative, it would be going to the left, okay? Now, you do know some other things from Algebra 1 earlier in this course is degree. If it's a first degree, meaning x to the first, it would be a linear line. If it is x to the second, a quadratic, then it draws the parabola. If it is a cubic, x to the third, you're going to have an S shape. And if it is x to the fourth, it is a quartic, and then beyond x to the fourth, we just know if it's odd, it has this general shape. If it's even, it's this general shape. Okay? Okay, to graph, we plug in values. We need to be able to plug in values, and I'll show you an easy way to do that. If I were calculating for, let's say, plugging in the value of 3 in this polynomial that we have, I would have to plug in 3, and I'm not always going to have a calculator available for you, so you need to get this nested form. It's an easier way to do it. But if I plug in the value of 3, I have to go 3 cubed. 3 times 3 times 3, that would be 27. Plus 3 squared is 9 times 2 is 18. Minus 5 times 3 is 15. Minus 6. Now, order of operations is to go left to right when you have add, subtract. Okay, so 27 plus 18 would be 45, minus 15, 30, minus 6 is 24. Okay, you can do it that way, but I want you to learn this other way as well. In nested form, we distribute kind of backwards. What we do is we go over and we find our last x and we put parentheses right there. And then we lower the exponents by 1 from what they were, because this x is being multiplied by everything inside. Now we do it again. We've got our parenthesis there. Now we go back to our last x. We go there, and we reduce the exponent. It would just be a 1 there. Now we plug in our 3. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 minus 5 is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. 30 minus 6 is 24. So you get the same value, but this way is a lot easier to be thinking in your head how to value it. And I want you guys to get good at that. We'll practice it a lot. Okay? So now, graphing polynomials. I went ahead and went to nested form, and I plugged in all of these values to get these. But I wanted to show you how I would go about graphing it. I key in on these zeros. And I key in on the end behavior. So my end behavior is cubic, and it's positive, so I know my end behavior goes up on that side, down on that side. Now I go to my zeros. Negative 3 is a 0. Negative 1 is a 0. And positive 2 is a 0. Now, I kind of have in my mind's eye what a cubic looks like, and I just go ahead and I connect. Now this may vary from mine to yours, but it should have the general same thing. I do see that this 0 is at negative 6, so that could allow me to be a little more accurate here. You won't always have that, but I could go clear down to there, like that. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know. I mean, I could look here, but I don't know for sure where this is a lot of times, so I just fill it in. It's just got to connect there. Sometimes I know this one, I've discovered it. Other times I don't. I just kind of fill it in, guessing where it might be. I look at the numbers that I do have. Okay? See you in class.